Prabhupada is my Shiksha Guru, so I want to follow his footsteps. What? No, I am Gurudev now. I'm not speaking, this is not Shamarani.
We agree.
So Gurudev is saying that during Prabhupada's time, his disciples would do all that. So Prabhupada is my Shiksha Guru. I want to follow him. So why not me? Why don't my disciples do that for me? We were once in Miami, and in the airport, and of course a lot of Alachua devotees were there too. And as usual in the airport, Srila Gurudev would sit on the chair, the long string of chairs, and a couple of devotees would sit on chairs next to him. Then there were chairs opposite him where other of us sat, and everybody else sat on the floor. And I mentioned to Gurudev then that in Prabhupada's manifest time, Prabhupada would say, go out and preach, and we never considered our disqualification, that we didn't know very much philosophy, that we just came out of hippiedom a few months earlier, and all kinds of sinful activities. We were so excited that even in the middle of Prabhupada's classes, we wanted to jump up and just run out and tell everybody. But when you tell your disciples that go out and preach and distribute books, and the money will shower down from the skies, and Krishna will take care of all your needs, your disciples don't believe that. So when you tell that to your girl disciples, they don't believe that. So Gurudev said, yes, that is the problem. And then he pretended to be a lady, and he said, so let them just put on all the bangles all up their arms, put their saris over their faces, and go into the kitchen. Not that he doesn't want devotees to make prasada, but like hide there instead of distributing books and preaching. So there's so many quotes here, and we have about 20 or 25. So I'm personally begging everybody here to please, I'm not asking anybody to go out on book distribution, because it's not my right. But I'm begging everybody to take this book and read it. What? Any? Special today. Any book for any donation. Not only that, but we also have, but we only have a few. But you can also copy them by the millions if you want. This is, were you there in 1989, Krishna Baba? Just before you came, a little bit before I came. This is Srila Gurudev on Braj Mandala Parikrama, speaking in English, Bengali, and Hindi with English subtitles. And he goes to every place, and he talks all the pastimes. And he's so dramatic. If you've ever seen him lecture on Braj Mandala Parikrama, or Navaru Parikrama, he's just so dramatic, and you can tell he's in complete ecstasy, and he's right there with the pastime. So we have only 5.
They're all the same?
They're all the same. 1989.
I think that must be this part 1.
What?
I think that's this part 1.
I didn't know there were parts. Uh-oh.
Sorry, everyone.
Uh-oh.
I don't know. I think most people have this already. I guess that's in the class.
Uh-oh. So, the mercy for people who already got them to make copies for others. It's also posted on Back to Bhakti.
It's artsy, but I think
And we also have, but we have more of these. These are, last year when we were here, we showed a slideshow of the paintings done that I did for Srila Prabhupada, about 200 of them. And also the 50 or so paintings, line drawings and bas-reliefs that we did for Srila Gurudev. So we have art CDs, which you can show when you're giving a presentation. You can have a slideshow PowerPoint presentation behind you. Or for new people, like I especially recommended for the yoga students, a very easy and fun way to learn the, does anybody have a computer here now? Oh, Sandy, can you show them that as I'm speaking?
So what? It's recording.
Huh?
It's you streaming.
Huh?
It's you streaming.
Oh, okay. So, fun way for new people and children to learn the philosophy, because you press a button and then that picture comes up, and you press another button and the picture comes up a little smaller on the screen with the description. And because it's PowerPoint, it even scrolls. So it's fun to read and learn all the stories from the Bhagavatam, the philosophy of the Bhagavad Gita, the stories from the Chaitanya Charitamrita, the deep meanings behind all these esoteric rasic paintings of Srila Gurudev's that came from his heart. So we have the CDs here. How many do we have, Asanti? Art CDs.
Have a lot.
How many?
Like 40?
We have about 40, so there's no rush on that. You can get it at the end. So regarding the book distribution, regarding the book distribution books, I'm going to...
I gave the one that had your notes in it.
Oh, that's okay. It doesn't matter. I'm just going to read a couple of quotes. Srila Gurudev said in Hawaii in 2002, "The words we speak in class may disappear into the sky," unless they go on Pure Bhakti TV, of course. "But those words written as a document in books like Chaitanya Charitamrita, Srimad Bhagavatam, and the books of the Goswamis will remain forever and help for millions of years." He also said, "I want my books distributed in cyclic order. That is, thousands and thousands come off the press, immediately get distributed, and are immediately reprinted. I don't want my books to remain in cold storage." Those are just a few of the hundreds of quotes from Srila Gurudev. And tomorrow we'll discuss more about the preaching and more subjects that you all asked me to speak about this morning. This morning I asked the devotees to tell me different things that they'd like to hear about during these next couple of days. So I have my list, and gradually I'm bringing that in. Any questions or comments?
The DVD, the 1989 curriculum, that's also on Gaura Sundar Prabhu's YouTube page.
Gaura Sundar Prabhu
From Hawaii.
from Hawaii. He has a YouTube page, and you can also download it from there and watch it there. Any questions or comments? Isha Prabhu.
We were speaking before about Gurudev being so powerful. I was sitting with him, and he was chastising the sannyasis. And the sannyasi said, "I was trying to protect you." And Gurudev said, "Don't you know who I am? I'm more than the sum total of all the demigods." He said, "Nobody can do anything to me." He said, "I don't give," and he opened like a lotus. He said, "I don't give a fig what anybody in the universe says. Because I know what Krishna wants, I know what my Guru Maharaj wants."
So I'm going to repeat that because it's being, unless, can you come here? They want to see you. All right, I'll try to repeat it and then correct me if I'm wrong, because I have a Kali Yuga memory. Somebody asked Gurudev, a sannyasi asked Gurudev?
Gurudev was chastising.
Gurudev was chastising the sannyasi, and the sannyasi said, I was only trying to protect you. And Gurudev said, I don't need any protection. You don't understand. I have more power than the sum total of all demigods. And
The sannyasi was trying to protect Gurudev from gossip about him.
yeah,
Gurudev said, I don't care what anything.
I don't care what anybody in the universe says. I don't need you to protect me from gossip. I know what my Gurudev says, and I know what Radha and Krishna say. And what, as you were speaking, Isha Prabhu, that reminded me that when I was in New Zealand with Gurudev, he said, nobody can control me. Even Krishna cannot control me.